From the office of Vin Diesel's agent, who just told me that he knows Vin is a good actor because he'd never be cast as a tree or anything in a movie. This is Kurt Berglund with another demo and unboxing video of a baseball simulation. Today, it's Baseball Guru. And I've got a lot of things to say about that game, but the first thing I want to tell you is that I'm not working for Baseball Guru and I don't get paid by them, and this is only for your information and entertainment. All right, so Baseball Guru is a very, very helpful website to baseball fans like you and me. I encourage you to go there and spend some time looking around. They have quantitative data on all sorts of stuff: Negro leagues, Japanese leagues, Major League Baseball. But they also have a lot of qualitative stuff and testimonials, descriptions. If you're into the Negro leagues, John Hallway's got a long section, page on that site. And he's a noted Negro Leagues historian. Jim Albright has a long section, many actually subparts to it on Japanese baseball that was a huge help to me when I was developing Japanese baseball cards for Pine Tar baseball. And I'm going to talk more about that in a separate video, because if you're into Japanese baseball, you've got to go to Baseball Guru and spend some time with Jim Albright's page. They also have some good stuff, inside stuff on Major League Baseball. Some of it's a little dated, but good, interesting stuff. And I find myself going there a lot. So one of the things that they have there is a game. Now, the game is free. It's the Guru's Baseball board game. It has its own icon on the home page. You click sort of to the right. You click on that. You can download the instructions and the charts that you need. There are the instructions themselves. There's 3 pages for basic, and I think there's 3 more pages for advanced. And so, and one of the pages is for setting up a draft league. One of the things that the Guru's game does is it first of all, you have a section of the game that's developed for the creation of all the all-time great players cards. They are broken out by time period, and the instructions say that, then the website says that the cards are normed so that if you want to have them compete cross eras, you can do that and have it be statistically realistic. There's a section of different types of great teams bundles. There are some season sets that you can print. There are no cards to purchase. These are all downloads, but the download prices are very, very reasonable. And so if you're interested in something that's free to get started, and there are also a number of free teams on the website that you can download, and that's what I've done. So I downloaded the instructions for free, the charts for free, and the teams that I'm going to give you a look at today for free. The download prices beyond after that are free, are very reasonable. There are about a dozen free teams that you can download as well if you want to try out the game with different teams before you make the commitment to purchase teams download. But I think most of the sets are between $10 and $15 to download, and then you just have at it. The game itself uses 3 D6s and doesn't add them, so it's kind of a unique engine to it. And each player card has a salary. So for any set, including their all-time greats, but also the rest of their sets, if you would want to mix and match to create your own draft league or like a rotisserie league with a salary cap, it would be very easy to do that because they set it up for you. So I think that is everything by way of introduction. Let's take a look at the Baseball Guru's cards. All right, so two of the teams I downloaded for today are the 1996 World Series teams. They are the New York Yankees and the Atlanta Braves. And I've pulled for this demo, the Paul O'Neill card and the Greg Maddux card to demonstrate. This is what all of the cards look like if you are a batter. You are rated in the steal, the running speed, base running, the power, your ability under pressure, and then you're given some basic stats with an injury rating. Okay? In the upper left corner, you find the salary. Again, if you're interested in setting up something with a salary cap, this is how, you can see the dollar amounts are pretty precise here that they get things down to. There are defensive ratings for the advanced game, and I'm going to show you an example of that in just a minute. These are the positions he can play. One of the things about Baseball Guru is that they do not differentiate between the 3 outfield slots, but they do differentiate between fielding ratings. So, for example, if you wanted to play Paul O'Neill in center field, there'd be nothing stopping you from doing that, and his rating would stay the same. And we'll talk more about defense in just a minute. For Maddux, these are offensive numbers. And then the pitchers are rated for their frequency of giving up hits, striking out batters, walking batters, the number of innings they can pitch before fatigue, and then they get an injury rating as well. Now, the way the game works, I said before, you get 3 D6s and you roll. And so what you're doing is you're looking on the dice range. So let's say O'Neill was facing Maddux, and I would roll a 536, and a 536 we would find on O'Neill's card. So where would that be? Well, it's over here in the walk column for an E pitcher. Well, now we look at Maddux's walk rating. He's an A, so it's not a walk because the only walks we would look for would be in the A column, and that's nothing. The only kind of pitcher it would be a walk for was if O'Neill was facing an E pitcher in his walk rating. Now, the way the cards are normed according to the directions is that D is league average. And so they go up from there. So for a pitcher, looking here, the best walk rating you can have, of course, would be Maddux. He gives up the fewest walks, so he gets an A rating. He gets a C rating for his strikeouts, and he gets a B rating for hits allowed. So you start with the average when they grade the players, and you go up from there. E, of course, would be the worst. So on this roll, it becomes an out because it's not under any of these categories. And, okay, so we'll try one more, give you an idea here. Oh, that's the same thing. Try it again. Got something different. 352. 352. Okay. So now this falls, if we look for 352, where is it? Okay, so it's here, basically, on his chart. And then we find Maddox's, so we're in the strikeout zone here, basically. And we're looking for where this will meet Maddox's rating. Will it be a strikeout? Well, Maddox's strikeout rating is a C. So we come down, 352 is a K, and that matches Maddox's K rating, so that becomes a strikeout, and O'Neill strikes out against Maddox in that at-bat. So what you're doing is you're comparing the roll with the batter's rating, and then where that falls potentially on how the pitcher is rated for that particular outcome. If it's not on the card, it's an out. So the only way O'Neill can get a hit is if he rolls something in here on actually the B column for Maddox. If he rolls something that would land in the B column, he could get a hit off Maddox. If he doesn't, if the number's not on the batter's card, it becomes an out. All right, so a couple other things before we leave the cards. This is Andrew Jones's card. O'Neill has no special ratings here. Andrew Jones does. He has a plus outfielder with a plus arm. So these all matter in the advanced game. And I'll give you another example. A guy like Mike Mordecai is a negative fielder, a negative on turning the double play. He has 4 positions that he can play. All right? So there are different types of defensive ratings, which is what I'm trying to bring your attention to. All right, now, there are different charts, but not very many of them in this game. There are a few. How do runners advance on and out? There's a page for that. There's a page for special events. There's an injury chart. There's a page for offensive strategies. Hit and run, sacrifice bunt, squeeze play. There's a page for defensive strategies. You can attempt to pick off. You can bring the infield in. You can play the outfield in. You can play the outfield deep or have them guard the lines. Not every game does that. And you can steal bases, and there are different ways to do that and modifications. And that's it. These are the charts. There's 3 pages of charts, 3 sheets of charts, 5 pages in all. And that's the Baseball Guru. So you can play a basic game. I played a basic game, and it lasted about, maybe 15 minutes. I played one advanced game, a few innings of an advanced game, and that took me about 15 minutes. So I'm guessing an advanced game would be done in less than half an hour and probably faster once I stop looking at everything. So if you're looking for a game that is economical, certainly. It does not have lefty-righty splits, but it does have a fair amount of statistical precision here. Individual ratings for different skills, and this different way of setting up your own franchises, your own sort of rotisserie game. If you're interested in any of that, Baseball Guru might be for you. And certainly if you're a baseball fan, checking out the Baseball Guru website would be something that I would encourage you to do, because there's a lot of gems there. There's a lot of hidden stuff there that is worth a look. If you would like me to play an entire demo game of Baseball Guru, please let me know in the space below in the comments or questions, and I'll be sure to go over everything if you'd like me to do that in more detail for the Baseball Guru game. But taking the plunge on this game, all it costs you is some ink and some paper, because the game is free and the teams to try are also free. So I hope this has been my unboxing demo for Baseball Guru. And I hope that maybe it's shown you something that you didn't know about before. I'll have more demos coming up in the days and weeks to come. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so to make sure you get alerts to when those come up. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining me. We got to stick together, everybody. My name's Kurt Berglund. So long, everybody.